1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. 2 for Tuesday with Neil Young. Led Zeppelin got the show going today. Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony.
Hey there.
And right off the bat, we promised that we won't bitch a lot today. We were heavy on the bitching yesterday, but I think it's time to move on and start having fun again, right, Ant?
No personal bitching. We can bitch about things that are happening out there.
Well, put it this way. It's not on our agenda to bitch today.
No.
But, you know, the tides could change at any moment.
You never know.
You never know. That's the beauty of this lovely radio show.
It's very fluid.
Yes. We got some exciting things today for the program.
What do we have, Opie?
Well, we got the REM tickets we're giving away today.
Okay, how are we going to do that?
For that special show. Only 400 people are going to go. And it's looking like this could be the only live performance that REM does for their new CD, Up.
Well,
I personally think 3 or 4 months down the road, they're going to throw some type of tour together.
Yeah, probably.
But as of now, this could be your only chance to see them live. And we got tickets all afternoon long.
Well, we're not going to do like a 7th caller thing or something like that, right?
No.
I don't want to do that.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. We got to think of a really fun way to give them away.
What's the wildest thing you'll do for REM tickets? Something like that, maybe?
Yeah, we could start with that, sure.
A lot of people, you know, they claim they'll do just about anything for the tickets.
I want to go, man. I'll do anything.
So we can play off that angle today.
All right.
All right. Also, lots to talk about. Yankees playing tonight, of course. Coney pitching. It's looking good. Me and Anthony were listening to the fan on the way in.
Oh.
They're completely ridiculous. Shut up and let the guys play the game.
They have all the cliches that are coming out.
We expect the Padres to come out and play tonight. Oh, really?
They're going to have their game faces on, I think.
They need to execute better. Well, what does execute mean? When you're playing baseball, you either play well or you play bad. What is execute?
I love that. Yeah, they really came to play tonight.
Yeah.
Well, what about the other night?
Yeah.
Ah, please.
The Yankees looked glorious the other night. Glorious shouldn't be used in baseball terms. Right?
More of a religious thing, huh?
Yeah, when Jesus was, solving the plagues and and making blind people see again, that's something that you check out and go, wow, that was pretty glorious.
Glorious.
Right? Not Paul O'Neill making a great catch in right field. That's not glorious.
That was pretty good.
It was great, but it's not glorious. They're just full of cliches over there. It's ridiculous.
See those losers over there in San Diego? They got them on the news.
Yeah.
They're already in the parking lot. Yeah, all their faces all painted up. Yeah, we're going to kick Yankee, yeah.
Yeah, that's all cute. Cute and fun.
If we hadn't already beat you 2 games, you could be all high and mighty. Yeah, we're going to kick some ass. But now you should just be pretty humble.
Well, we got to be a little careful here, because in '96, of course, the Yanks dropped the first 2 games. How many times have you heard that in the last 24 hours?
Oh, I know.
Yanks were in the same position 2 years ago, and they came back to win it, so this series isn't over yet.
Yeah, but it's the Yankees.
I think they're sweeping. Simple as that.
I think so, too.
I think we're going to have a parade Friday.
You know? You think so?
Oh, my God, of course. If they sweep, then we get the parade Friday.
All right.
That'll be fun.
Never know.
All right?
I think they'll drop 1, so they come back.
That could be interesting. That's always fun when they win at the stadium.
I'm just hoping so I could get a ticket, maybe.
You're not getting a ticket. You blew your chance yesterday.
I know.
All right, if you got something, 212-757-1027. That's the phone line. And we love faxes. How much do we love faxes, Anthony?
So much that when we get really good ones, we hang them up on the wall.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we found the, what do you call the Lambchop? The evil Lambchop, I guess?
Evil Lambchop, yeah.
Evil Lambchop has made it onto the wall of faxes.
Yeah, we finally found a copy of that again.
We only got 6 faxes that have made, the wall of fame over there.
Well, they have to be very artistic and fun and relative to the show.
Yeah, we got the pork guy. We got the evil Lambchop. We got the Adolf Giuliani swastika with Hitler mustache fax.
Darth Vulgar. Willie Nelson
looking like a rap star.
And us reading the Spanish to English dictionary.
Yeah, because we found out that the top-rated stations in New York speak Spanish.
Spanish.
So we're practicing up on our Spanish in this one fax. It's pretty cute. So the fax line is 212-957-WNEW. Coming back with a twofer from you, too, next. Stay there. All right, Anthony, we're looking for the wildest thing you will do for REM tickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people are coming out of the woodworks right now with things they'll do. We just got off the phone with a guy. He says he's got a friend that will bungee cord off the George Washington Bridge for the REM tickets.
A little bungee jumping?
A little bungee jumping.
Can he get that together?
I don't know.
If he dies, do we go to jail?
I don't know. Should we, ask the legal department around here, or?
Well, I guess if he was going to do it anyway.
Yeah, if he was going to do it anyway, and he just happened to call us to tell us he was doing it anyway.
Yeah, we don't tell him to do it.
That's right. I believe we do have REM tickets.
Yeah, if he just wants to do it.
Yeah.
And then comes in here, I mean, we'd have to give him tickets.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's like a George Willig.
Yeah.
So what will you do? What would you do, I should say, for REM tickets? 212-757-1027. It is Tuper Tuesday. Here's U2 on The Rock of New York. 1027 WNEW. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. Tuper Tuesday with Lonesome George Thorogood. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey, man.
A lot of people calling in and suggesting things they would do for the REM tickets we got that we're giving away on the show today. Got a fax here from Kit. Opie and Anthony, I would French kiss Monica Lewinsky for REM tickets. It's got to be something you could do today, in the next hour or two. And if you come up with a really good one and you do it, then we'll give you REM tickets. The hottest ticket in town right now, and we got them for you.
You see the quote of the day here in the Daily News? It's a pretty good one. Hillary Clinton's been in town stumping, I love that word, for Schumer, I guess, Charles Schumer.
Yeah.
He's running against Al D'Amato.
Yeah, that race is getting ugly, huh?
I love the commercials.
Al D'Amato rang a woman's doorbell when he was 8 years old and then ran away. Come on, Al.
Yeah, they're getting a little picky.
Do you want a senator that runs away from responsibility?
That's ridiculous. But D'Amato's definitely closing what little gap there was with women.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Hillary's helping the matter any. Here's her quote. Al D'Amato does not deserve the votes of the women of New York. Coming from Hillary.
Coming from Hillary, correct.
So your husband deserves the votes of women of the United States.
Yeah.
But Al D'Amato, who, as I see...
He's a saint compared to our president.
He's done pretty good for women with being involved in breast cancer. And I think he's done a pretty good job. And she says he doesn't deserve the women's votes. But a womanizer, her husband, deserved all the votes he could get.
Sure, of course.
And it's working real good because she keeps talking and he keeps dropping in the polls.
So tell Hillary to keep talking, right?
Keep it up, Hillary.
All right. Also got an interesting fax here from Eileen. I like sharing this with the faithful listeners just to show you guys what we're up against. Hi, I have never done anything like this before, but I listen to you guys all day long because it is the only station that comes into my office clearly. You guys wonder why you're at the bottom of the ratings list. Basically, you guys are mean and unpleasant to listen to half the time. There is funny and there is mean. We have actually discussed this station here in my office, and you are turning a lot of people off. That woman who called in yesterday saying you guys were racist, I didn't hear the end of the conversation. I couldn't take it and turned it off. But that was nasty. Who the hell wants to hear that? That ugly bride crap, too. And no, I'm not ugly. One day, one of you may have an ugly daughter or something. More music and less talk would be an even better alternative. Just had to get that out. Here's to a more pleasant future. Please don't rip me to shreds. I'm just trying to be helpful as I have to listen to you until I get a better stereo system. Now, Eileen, I won't rip you to shreds, but I will say this. The show isn't for everyone, Eileen.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously don't like it. That's okay. There's 50 other radio stations in New York to check out. For every person that sends a nasty email or a nasty fax or tries to get a hold of our boss to complain about me and Anthony, I would guess there's probably 20 to 30 people that actually like that bit you're complaining about.
And that woman that called yesterday was kind of a kook.
She was a kook. She was like, she was waiting for the UFOs to take her away. That is fun, interesting radio. And if you don't want to listen to that, Eileen, that's fine. I'm not going to argue that point with you.
She just doesn't get our show, which, is fine. Whatever.
Yeah, we don't expect everyone to get this, that's for sure. Just enough people to get it that we can have some fun in the afternoons and make your ride home a little easier. That's all.
That's all.
That's all we're trying to accomplish here.
Right.
And unfortunately, Eileen, you'd rather listen to Celine Dion or something, I guess. I don't know.
Feel free.
Feel free. Have fun. Okay? And we didn't rip you to shreds, Eileen. Thanks for your comment, actually. Right? We appreciate that.
Okay.
Man, I'm holding back so bad here. Trying to keep it mature today, Anthony.
Oh, please.
It is Tuper Tuesday. On the way, we got some Bruce Springsteen and some interesting info about Bruce Springsteen. If you're a fan, you're going to want to stick around. Stay there. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York, 2 for Tuesday with Bruce Springsteen. Prove it all night and dancing in the dark. It's Opie and Anthony. We brought you the world premiere of some tracks from the upcoming box set from The Boss, Tracks. That's coming out November 10th. And it was really interesting. We broke that on Friday, right, Ant? Mm-hmm. We were the first people in the country. I was tooling around the internet, and there's a lot of purists out there that they didn't think we sounded excited enough when we were world premiering the Bruce Springsteen Tracks on Friday.
Damn us.
They're convinced we're not into The Boss, and it was just thrown at us and stuff. That's crazy.
We should have done it in 70s boss jock style, Opie. Hey, everybody.
It's amazing.
Stick around.
And you know that interview we did for that music magazine?
Yeah.
Some guy called because we were the first in the world to premiere the tracks.
Yeah.
A guy goes, hey, how do you guys feel about, debuting this stuff? And I said, print this. I feel effing great. Guess what? It made the internet.
Did it?
Yeah. So I guess we're a little immature. But we're very excited about the upcoming box set from The Boss.
Can't make everybody happy, Opie.
What I think is interesting about this, a lot of these songs that you will find on the box set, 66 songs in all, I think a lot of people's bootleg collection out there isn't going to be worth as much after this thing hits the market. Because a lot of these songs have been available for a very, very long time.
In grainy bootlegs.
Yeah, but if you're into bootlegging and stuff and trading with people all over the country, it's kind of cool in a way,
Right.
But some of those people that have a sick bootleg collection of The Boss, it's not going to be worth as much anymore as far as trading and getting, cool stuff for it.
Damn.
And there are a lot of people saying on the internet that, we have no idea what's going to be in the box set. So I want to just read a few songs for you.
All right.
For the purists out there, okay? On disc 1, you will get Mary, Queen of Arkansas. It's Hard to Be a Saint in the City. Growing Up, a song we've been playing a lot in the last 3 or 4 days. Does This Bus Stop at 82nd Street? Bishop Dance. Seaside Bar Song. Zero and Blind Terry. Should I move on? Linda, Let Me Be the One. Thundercrack. Rendezvous. Give the Girl a Kiss. Iceman. Bring on the Night. So Young and in Love. Hearts of Stone. Don't Look Back. There you go. There's your whole first disc for you purists out there that think that we don't have info on this thing, okay? Now, the news I want to pass along to everyone, NEW presents a world premiere Bruce Springsteen box set listening party. This is the next step here, gang. This is going to be cool. Here cuts from the new Springsteen box set Tracks before it goes on sale November 10th. That's going to happen next week, October 27th at the Hard Rock Cafe. What you got to do is keep listening to WNEW to find out how you can be there with others. It's going to be a rockin' time. All right?
All right.
We move on with 2 for Tuesday. Wow, what the heck is this?
What was that?
How did the fabulous T-Birds get in the Eddie Money CD case? Oh, man, what a quandary we're in. Who wants to hear 2 from the fabulous T-Birds?
The fabulous T-Birds, remember?
I've been watching you for days now, baby.
This is where, you feel like an idiot. You're on the air, you're playing the wrong song, and now you got to,
You got it now, right? Are you set?
Well, we can play the second, song from Eddie Money. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York, 2 for Tuesday with the Pretenders, Message of Love, and Middle of the Road. It's Opie and Anthony. Jets looked good last night, Monday Night Football. Kicking the Patriots' ace.
They certainly did.
And a lot of ex-football players in trouble these days, Anthony.
Yeah, I saw Gastineau being taken out of the precinct there.
Yeah.
Out of a West Side apartment.
Yeah, they found him, and actually he was with his bride. They got married while he was on the lam.
Both of them losers. Him and her.
I just love when, they arrest really big guys and they have to use 2 sets of handcuffs.
Yeah.
That's always cool to see.
Him and LT, huh?
I feel really bad for LT.
He's stupid.
He is stupid, but he obviously has a problem.
Oh, please.
And now he's in denial.
Total denial.
We got actually the audio of him denying the charges.
Well, he gets busted in, where was he, Florida?
Yeah.
For having $50 worth of crack he bought from an undercover officer. And Taylor, who has served several previous drug arrests, said he purchased the drugs only after the undercover officer badgered him to do so.
Let's hear the audio.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Here's LT.
I don't want to get into a lot of things, but anytime a law enforcement agency can solicit you all day and you tell them no, and then they have the nerve to come into my room at 2 o'clock in the morning and try to sell me drugs, that's bull. I know this is all we set up and all this stuff, but that's total bull. I'm just waiting for my day in court because I've done wrong in my life, but this is total bull.
Wow.
There you go. LT denying the charges. He was set up, Anthony.
I guess it's bull beep.
Yeah.
As he says.
They asked him so many times that, do you want to buy crack, that he finally had to give in and buy the crack.
That happens to me all the time. When I'm asked to buy crack time and time again, how does it always end? I go, all right, I'll buy your crack. Enough already with your crack.
If I buy your crack, will you leave me alone?
Just leave me alone.
There are just things in this world that I will not do. I don't care how many times you ask me to do it.
You're badgered, right.
You're badgered.
I mean, what is he talking about? That's exactly what he's saying. That he wasn't going to buy any crack.
Mm-hmm.
But then he was badgered enough times.
Over and over again.
And bought the crack.
Sure. Actually, you see how thin he looked on TV? I think he's been doing a lot of crack these days.
Oh, they found numerous pieces of drug paraphernalia in his room, too.
Yeah.
So I guess, somebody was badgering him to buy crack pipes and those big jumbo lighters and stuff.
Oh, bro.
What is that? Oh, if let's say if a guy walks up to you and wants to give you oral sex.
Yeah.
Badgers you all night. Are you finally going to go, all right?
Yeah, I think after the 20th time he asked me, I guess I would have to give in, Anthony.
Right.
That's human nature, of course.
Of course, Opie, it is. Give me a break, LT.
LT had the world by the balls.
He's in denial now. At least if he went, all right, hey, I fell off the wagon again. I screwed up.
I need some help.
Yeah.
But
not saying wait till he gets his day in court. Don't look forward to your day in court there, LT.
Well, he'll get a good lawyer, and the lawyer will probably, plead his case, and he'll probably get off on this offense.
Well, he got out on bail, on $15,500 bail, and Victoria Corey, 41, an employee of Taylor's, couldn't make bail. Still in. It's like, thanks, LT. How much did he make?
And how did she get involved with this whole thing? She was in the hotel with him?
She was in the room with him.
Oh, take care of your... Oh.
I know. He doesn't even bail her out?
Great.
Thanks, LT.
All right. It's very tragic, obviously.
I have to hope he gets the help he needs.
There you go. On the way, we got some INXS and Pink Floyd next. 102.7 WNEW, The Rock of New York. It's Opie and Anthony, and we got a guy on the line who wants to try to win the REM tickets, Anthony.
All right, what's he going to do?
Well, he knows every word to REM's It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine. Now, what's interesting about that, I think when that song comes on the radio, when you're in your car with your pals, everyone starts singing that song, right?
Right.
But not many people could get past Lenny Bruce Is Not Afraid. Because then everyone just starts mumbling after that. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. And then they, screw it.
Right.
So this guy claims he knows every single word of that song.
Well, let's hear.
All right, we'll give him a shot at it. Actually, let's just let him sing maybe like the first verse. If he gets through the first verse with a minimal of mistakes, we'll give him the REM tickets. How's that sound?
All right, listen close.
Hi, who's this?
This is George Perkins.
All right, George, I hear you know every single word of It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give you one shot at this.
Okay.
If you do a good job, I'm going to give you the REM tickets.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready.
Oh, you mean I'm going to go right now?
Yes.
Okay. That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds, snakes, an airplane. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I am a hurricane. Listen to yourself. Churn world, serve its own needs. Dummy, serve your own needs. Speed it up in ox speed. Grand nostra at the ladder, such a clatter wit. Fear, fight, down, high wire in a fire, representing 7 gangs and a government for hire in a combat site. Never was it coming in a hurry with the furies breathing down your neck. Team by team reporting traffic. Flow plane, 5 dead, overflow population counted, but what it'll do, serve yourself, world serve its own needs, listen to your heartbeat, tell me with the rapture of the reverend in the right, blight, bruise, symbiotic, patriotic, slam, bite, lag, bite, feeling, pretty sight, it's the end.
Forget about it, you gotta be kidding me.
Ain't too bad.
We're gonna give you some REM tickets.
All right.
I could never get past the Lenny Bruce one.
You know what it is, you gotta smoke a lot of pot, and you gotta like you got to like keep rewinding and writing down, and I guess it paid off.
How long did that take you to
Dude, that
memorize
was the first verse. I could have gone on, man.
Trust me, we didn't need to hear any more.
Yeah.
We heard enough. But you do have the REM tickets, all right?
Okay.
All right, hold on the line.
All right.
Man, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Kind of
stumbled a little.
A little stumble, but...
Might have been nervous.
Yeah, but he did very good. 102.7 WNEW, The Rock of New York. 2 for Tuesday with Nirvana from Nevermind. That's Lithium. And all apologies before that. Unplugged. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hello.
Hi, NEW.
Yeah, I'm the guy on the line who is willing to come in there and kiss Opie and Anthony's bare ass in the studio for those tickets.
Why would we want you to kiss our bare asses?
Well, it'd be good radio, wouldn't it?
Maybe for Howard's show, but not ours. I don't really enjoy guys kissing my butt.
Well, it'd be a sign of worship, because you have the tickets, and I don't.
Yeah, but why would I want you to do that? I don't get it.
You don't get it?
No.
Because it's a sign of what I'd be willing to do. I would be willing to degrade myself in such a way to get those tickets.
But don't you understand? I would probably puke, and why is that fun for me?
I don't know, because you have a guy desperate enough to do that, basically.
Oh, I see. Now, I guess we're going to have to pass on the kissing my ass idea.
Want me to sing Losing My Religion for you?
No, that's okay. But keep thinking.
Okay, hey, I'm a steady listener, and I love your guys' show, by the way.
All right, thank you,
man.
Keep
up the good work.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
bye. Oh, it's really easy. You guys aren't getting it. Wildest thing you would do for REM tickets.
Yeah.
And we're just getting bad ideas so far. Actually, one guy said he's going to bungee cord jump off the George Washington Bridge today.
Can't do that.
If he does it, though, we'll give him the REM tickets. We didn't tell him to do it.
You wouldn't even be able to anchor the thing before, you know. Woo! 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 Woo!
In New York, you never know, Anthony.
That's true.
All right, what we're going to do, though, because there are a lot of people that don't want to play our little games today, and they're living, too far away to actually, get to Midtown. When you hear the latest REM song, Day Sleeper, which we're going to do in the 5 o'clock hour, when you hear that, if you're the 10th caller at 212-757-1027, we will give you a pair of REM tickets, okay?
All right.
Now, are we going to be able to drive home tonight, Anthony, and watch the Yankee game, or are we going to be stuck in Midtown once again tonight?
Well, we just made it out last night.
Barely, though.
We peeled out of here a little after 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the helicopters hovering above Midtown. When we made the expressway, all I know is tons of cops were coming in from Queens.
Yes, to help out with this rally that went on in Midtown last night.
Yeah.
For Matthew Shepard. Now, obviously, that was a very tragic thing that happened to that college kid in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And something you brought up about 2 weeks ago about this. The guys who did this, because, they're homophobes and stuff, they really weren't thinking.
Yeah, because the last thing you want to do after you kill a gay guy is end up in prison.
Right.
Because
they're in for a rude awakening when they.
Oh yeah, they're gonna. I think they're gonna experience a little love in prison. Let's just say.
So what do you think of this whole march yesterday?
March turns ugly. Gay slay march turns ugly.
Yeah.
Well, Opie, the cops had to go in there and do what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you the truth. I think with any group of people blocking the roads, that's all I care. I pay my taxes to keep the roads clear so I can commute.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, they got a picture on page 3 of this couple in their car just hating life because they know they're in the middle of the, rally.
Do you think they're sympathetic to any cause at that point?
Of course not. They're like, oh, great. We wanted to be home by 8. It looks like we're going to be home by 10 or 11.
That's not the way to garner support, is to block streets for people that want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do it. It gets people pissed. It makes them yell epithets in their cars that they wouldn't normally yell.
Well, what I don't understand is, obviously this was a horrible crime, but where were all these people last night when it hit the news about that the black guy that was dragged down south? Why weren't they outraged about that?
Well, that's another problem, though. We're pretty fragmented as a society here. You want real acceptance and equality? Any group that protests about a killing, you want real acceptance? You will know you have acceptance when no one cares anymore. When there's no signs. See how you got all the signs and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Hate killing, and they got a picture of Matt Shepard and killed by homophobes, and then the other guy that was dragged by the truck. blacks came out and protested. You will know when you are completely accepted, as everybody wants to be, into whatever this society is, when people are killed and no one cares. And there's no more signs and rallies, and everyone just goes about their way with total apathy. No one cares. Then you'll be accepted. Isn't that great?
That's interesting. That's like...
Well, it's horrible.
It's definitely horrible.
It's just the way it works in this society we live in.
But it's just sad that we're all part of a group now.
Yeah, because the gays don't come out in force when a black guy gets killed.
Right.
Or an Asian.
Right.
Or when Joe Schmo out on the street, where people get killed all the time.
Pretty much every day in New York.
But when you're what they call the majority, doesn't matter. No one cares. It might make a little blurb in the back of the paper, and life goes on.
Yeah.
But you'll know when you're completely accepted, whatever group you are, when no one cares when one of your brethren are killed.
Wow.
Because that's just the way it is.
Pretty heavy stuff from Anthony today.
Not heavy, it's just the way I see it.
Yeah.
Then again, I could be totally wrong.
There you go. I'm sure people have
but that's
comments
rare.
about this.
Just ask my wife. I'm right all the time.
Oh, brother. 212-757-1027 if you got something for the show today. On the way, we got the Stones and some David Bowie. Stay there. The Rock of New York, 1027 WNEW. David Bowie on 2 for Tuesday. It's Opie and Anthony. Don't forget, NEW presents a world premiere Bruce Springsteen box set listening party. We were the station that world premiered some tracks off of Tracks, the box set that's coming out November 10th. And this is cool. We're going to hear pretty much the whole box set. We're all going to get together. And that's going to happen October 27th at the Hard Rock Cafe. And what you got to do is listen to WNEW to find out how you can be there. It's going to be very, very cool.
Yeah.
And for the purists out there, because I do pay attention, and I was reading all the postings you guys did on the Internet, how we didn't really care about world premiering the Bruce Springsteen and stuff.
Who said that?
I don't know where you got that from. We totally cared, and that's why we did it and put our jobs on the line and stuff. I want to give you a few more song titles. All right?
All right.
Because, I mean, the purists out there, they take this info and they run right to the Internet and they post it and tell all their friends all over the country. So we have to give them some more info here, Anthony.
Okay.
On disc 2, you're going to hear Restless Nights, A Good Man Is Hard to Find, Roulette, Dollhouse, Where the Bands Are, a song we've been playing a lot in the last 4 or 5 days, Loose Ends, Living on the Edge of the World, Wages of Sin, and Take 'Em As They Come. And others, of course. But there you go. Some more songs that you'll hear on the box set. And like I said earlier, I think a lot of people's bootleg collections are going to not be as valuable after this comes out.
With all this out?
Well, I had a friend, Buzzy.
Yeah.
He bootlegged so many Bruce Springsteen shows it wasn't even funny.
Did he?
And I was actually part of it before I, decided I didn't want to get thrown in jail and stuff. We had the best scam going, though.
It wasn't like the time Rerun took the tape recorder in to see the Doobie Brothers on What's Happening, was it?
I remember that episode.
What a tragic event in bootlegging history. You see, what happened was these guys that wanted the bootleg tape gave this little Panasonic cassette tape recorder to Rerun to sneak in front row tickets to see the Doobie Brothers.
Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
What was Rerun doing listening to the Doobie Brothers?
Exactly.
Oh, come on. Who was he kidding?
Hey, Raj.
Right.
I got tickets to the Doobie Brothers.
He should have been, bootlegging some Grandmaster Flash.
Back then.
Yeah, of course.
Some old school.
Of course.
Yeah.
So it got all botched up, right?
Yeah, well, he put the tape recorder in his jacket, and Rerun, you know how he loves to dance. He's boogieing to the Doobies, and the tape recorder falls out
and the
on the
batteries
floor.
Bounce around and stuff.
And not only does security come over, but the Doobies stop playing and stare him down. Like at that point, they should have been happy somebody was there.
Yeah, of course. Very good.
So don't let that happen to you.
I wonder if I should tell what we used to do. Yeah, I can, because I don't think Buzzy does it anymore. Well, my friend Buzzy, he would make believe he was crippled.
Crippled.
He would put a bandana on his head. And
That's
I would
crippled? The bandana on your head?
Well, he would do that, and he would just not look right, okay? And I would wheel him in.
Oh, in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got to specify that.
I was getting to the rest of this. And little did the guards know the chair, that he was sitting in was hollowed out. And he had the latest video equipment.
Come on.
Yes. So I wheeled him in. Then we had another friend that actually brought a tripod into the shows separately, like at another entrance. Because we wanted some of that cool, footage. We didn't want the shaking hand and
How
stuff.
did he get past the frisking?
Who?
The tripod guy.
Well, he would just go, no, man, it's for my binoculars. See, and show the guards the binoculars.
Stop.
I'm serious. It worked. They would pat him down. They wouldn't see a camera or anything. They go, all right, go ahead. You must be a freak. All right. Then we'd meet up in a bathroom. And another guy had a gym bag. So we'd wheel Buzzy into the bathroom, and then we would, take the equipment out of the wheelchair, put it in the duffel bag, and go running to our seats. He was so good, actually. When the Bruce was coming to town, he would get the whole, the makeout of the arena, and pick the exact seat where it was in the middle of a section, in the middle of a row, so no guards could, catch him that way. So a guy would run off with the duffel bag filled with the video equipment, and then I would put the wheelchair with the, the first aid station, saying, hey, my buddy's in the seat, and I'll get it after the show. and then after we would get a Bruce Springsteen videotape, as soon as we got one completely done, like the first set or something, we'd give it to a runner. And he would run away with the tape just in case we did get caught. We'd at least have some footage from the show.
Right. Wow, how about that?
Let me tell you something. Buzzy never got caught. Did this over and over and over again. So don't tell me I don't know Bruce.
That's a good gag.
I know Bruce very well, actually. And I'm kind of bummed that our bootleg material's not going to be worth as much anymore. But not that we ever made money off this, of course.
Of course not. It was just for your friends.
There you go. All right, on the way, we got some R.E.M. That should mean something to someone out there. If you know what I mean. Keep listening. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York, 2 for Tuesday with R.E.M., Shiny Happy People, and the latest from Up, Day Sleeper, and Ariel Alvarado. Is that it? Ariel Alvarado from West Patterson, New Jersey. He's got
what?
The tickets to see R.E.M.
What?
We got to get this guy on the line. His name's Ariel. It's a guy.
Loved you in The Little Mermaid. Wasn't that the Little Mermaid's name? Ariel?
Yes. You got to get this guy on the line. I got to talk to him, Rick. Ariel. Is he a ballerina? What does he do for a living with a name like Ariel?
I'm a plumber.
Yeah, sure.
My name's Ariel. Hey, Artie, hand me that fitting. All right, Ariel.
Ariel, come on. Oh, I thought Opie was a stupid name. I mean, it's not a stupid name, but I'm sure the guy gets teased a lot with a name like Ariel.
Probably did in school.
All right, well, Ariel, congratulations. Please call in because I want to know why your name is Ariel. I think your parents have a sick sense of humor, I guess, but...
Instant feedback, Opie.
Yeah.
Steve, in Greenwich. Hey, Opie, are you a moron? You just confessed to a crime on the air.
Yeah?
Your bootlegging story is a crime.
Well, prove it. Prove that I have any bootlegs still, and I made money off it.
A mere confession does not a case make, and I'm sure the statute of limitations is way up on bootlegging.
Would you like to confess a crime today, Anthony?
To tell you the truth, I don't really have any crimes.
Really?
I was my mom always said it in my head that if I go to jail, she's leaving me there to rot.
Right on.
And it was instilled in me to just stay out of any trouble, and I really didn't, aside from smoking a doobie when I was in school, or...
All right, I'll confess another one.
Maybe, stealing a little pot, or maybe killing someone.
That's all boring stuff. I'll confess another one.
What did you do?
This can't be proven either. I went to Geneseo State College, and I was really bored with school after, 11th grade.
Right.
I went to college pretty much for the party and to learn radio. I'm serious.
Great.
I thought, half the stuff they teached in the classrooms was a complete joke.
Teached instead of taught, you mean? Maybe you should have paid a little more attention, Opie.
To my grammar. I'm streetwise, Anthony.
Teached. Okay.
Taught, yes.
I wouldn't have pointed it out unless you were.
For example, when was the last time you used your trigonometry skills in the everyday world, Anthony?
Well, I was just figuring out the area of this paper.
So I discovered early on that school really wasn't for me, especially college. Okay. Oh, we got Ariel on the line? You want me to continue my story, or you want to talk to Ariel?
I got to hear Ariel.
All right. We'll get to my story in a little bit. It's pretty good, actually. Ariel.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's going on? Who's this?
It's Opie and Anthony. We got you live in the air, so don't curse.
All right, I won't.
Ariel.
I know. It's a girl's name, I know. Actually, it's a guy's name, too, though.
Oh, you've pretty much rationalized that one.
Hey, it's a Jewish name. It could be either guy or girl.
Are you like a ballerina?
No, I'm not a ballerina. No, I'm not a mermaid.
Jewish name. What happened to Saul or Maury or something?
What would you want me to do? My parents were on drugs at the time.
Obviously.
Were you named after like a grandma or something like that?
No, just a friend of hers gave her the name.
A friend of hers?
Yeah, friend of my mother's.
Was it her name?
It wasn't her name, no. She heard it was a guy's name, so they used it, and then the damn Little Mermaid movie came out, and I've been bothered ever since.
So, Ariel, what do you do for a living?
What I do for a living? I work doing marketing.
Marketing. Yeah. All right.
And did you have any problems in school with a name like Ariel?
What do you think? Of course I have problems in school with a name like Ariel.
I think you learned how to fight.
My own, you know.
Did you? Okay, like a boy named Sue kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was your theme.
Now, do people like shorten your name so you're not as embarrassed?
Yeah, they do.
What do you?
Call me Ar or
Ari.
Ari.
Yeah.
Or Ari?
Yep.
But Ariel.
I know. What do you want me to do? Like I said, my parents.
Yeah, Ari's a guy's name. Ari Lyondike was like a car driver, right?
Yeah. What's your
car driver?
Now, what's your middle name?
My middle name?
Yeah.
Hilda.
No, it's not Hilda.
Bertha?
No.
Gertrude?
Don't have one, actually, to be honest with you.
No. You need the middle name.
I know. I should make one up, right, and go with that.
Yeah. Ariel Alvarado.
That's right.
All right, Christine. Nice talking to you. God. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Are you going to take your date, Bob?
No, not taking my date, Bob.
Hey, you know, if you decide to ever have a sex change, you don't have to change your name.
Well, there you go.
All right, Ariel.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Enjoy the REM show.
All right, thank you. You guys are great.
It's going to be very cool. All right. There he goes, Ariel Alvarado. I love that. The strangest name I've ever heard in my life.
Builds confidence, see? He didn't have a problem.
All right, we'll get back to my story in a little bit here, but another chance to win tickets to see REM. What I'm going to do between now and 7 o'clock is play... How about Cheap Trick, I Want You to Want Me?
I want you to want me.
Between now and 7, we'll play that song. When you hear it, be the 10th caller at 212-757-1027, and you'll score some tickets to see REM. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. That's a cool twofer right there. The Clash, The Magnificent Seven, and Big Audio Dynamite before that. Rush from the Globe CD. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey, man.
How are you?
Well, a little worried again.
Why are you worried now, Anthony?
In the continuing saga of They're Watching You. Remember about a month ago, guys, I brought up a story about all the cameras in New York City? Yeah, there are cameras on you right now, and you don't even know it. Yeah, you're on camera more than you're not on camera in some capacity, whether it's highway cameras, store cameras, cameras on the sides of buildings, over awnings. You're on camera a lot. A lot of cameras at stop signs now, taking the pictures of your cars when you go through a stoplight. Yeah, over bridges, through tunnels. You're on camera. Smile. Didn't you mention that you're on camera more than you're off camera during the day in New York? Yes. Wow. In some way, you are on camera more than you're off camera. That's a scary thought, actually. Well, here's another one. You know the people with Easy Pass? Yeah. People that you look at with contempt as you're waiting online and they're zipping right past? Yeah. How handy that is? Yes. Well, I'm sure it didn't come with the Easy Pass brochure that they're going to start putting Easy Pass antennas on the side of the Staten Island Expressway, parts of the Bruckner, and the Major Deegan Expressway. And that's just the beginning. I'm sure they're going to put it everywhere eventually. Exactly. These antennas. Go ahead. Now, why do you ask would they use these? Their official line is it's going to be used for monitoring traffic. Mm-hmm. So the traffic companies that give traffic to the radios and TV can get a better line on if traffic's moving, because they could read the readings off the antennas, see if there's Easy Pass cars going through. You time them at one antenna. Mm-hmm. Time them at another. Yes. Calculate the distance. Yes. And what do you have? Speed. There you go. And if they figure out an Easy Pass car's going 20, 25 miles an hour on one of these highways, obviously there's a problem in the area. That's one of those little math problems I remembered from school. Okay. Time, distance, speed. Yes. And you know what that also means? They could tell how fast you're going. But they're saying in the paper, Ant, they're not going down that road with this. You know what that Easy Pass little medallion in your windshield holds? Your information. That's how they know where to send the bill to when you're zipping through the tolls. Yeah. So why can't a ticket be mailed to that same address? Directly to your house. Exactly. Without the cop even stopping you.
doesn't even have to be there. Can monitor an entire stretch of roadway without ever seeing you.
They would make a bloody fortune if they passed this.
Little scary, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Just a tad.
I just don't understand the cops, and you guys are out there, and a lot of you do your job on the highway. You see someone, speeding in and out of traffic and then putting other people in danger. You pull them over, you give them the ticket. That's your job, and I understand that. I don't understand the cops that go out of their way and they're sneaky to give you a ticket. For example, I'm still bitter. I got a bunch of speeding tickets all in 1 year, thank God, in 3 different states. I got pulled over once by a cop, and I go, where the hell did you, clock me? He goes, did you see the guy in the lawn chair about 2 miles up the road, off to the side of the road? I'm like, yeah, he had a gun.
A guy in a lawn chair.
Guy in a lawn chair. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And the sad part is I was the only guy on the road. Who was I endangering if I'm going over the speed limit? Except for myself.
Well, that's how they make their money.
And what about, should we mention our little speed trap they got on 135?
Oh, out on Long Island. It's hysterical. 135, Seaford Oyster Bay Expressway, ends just north of the expressway.
Yes.
When you get on to 135, you look in your rearview mirror, there's always some Nassau County cops there waiting. I don't know what for.
At the end of the highway.
I'm barely up to, 60 on the on-ramp.
Now, who's putting people in danger at the end of the highway where you have to sit there and pull people over?
I don't know.
Give me a break.
Well, the ticket thing is just one part of this stuff, the Easy Pass thing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about people knowing where you are at any given moment? Picture these things all over the United States. It would be known where you are at all times.
At all times.
And recorded.
Yeah, that's just scary. That's scary stuff. And
that's only 1984 stuff that they were talking about back in 1984 when everybody went, 1984, come on, that can't happen. And then things slowly creep into our culture that really do seem like 1984, the book.
George Orwell was onto something back then.
Yeah, well, everybody had this impression of it as this big science fiction thing where it would take technology that we didn't possibly have, which at the time we didn't. Yeah. But, big roving camera spacecraft going around the streets. You know something? You don't need it.
No.
Cameras are inexpensive enough now to put them at every corner.
Yes.
So we don't need one big camera.
What I don't understand is getting the ticket in the mail because you blew, a stoplight.
Yeah.
And they take your picture. They prove that you blew the stoplight. And they send the ticket to your house, and now you got to pay that. There are times that it's okay to blow a stoplight. Simple as that.
Yeah.
There are times where you're not putting anyone in danger. The light is red forever, and you need to go.
Tell it to the judge.
But at the worst, if you're gonna give these tickets out, at least have a cop there, not a camera taking the picture and mailing it right to your house. It's ridiculous.
Oh, with today's technology, let's say with this Easy Pass thing now we're talking about, if they use this to get your speeder.
Yeah.
How about not only do they send you a ticket, they just deduct the funds right out of your electronically linked bank accounts
that you have because of Easy Pass,
and just pull it right out, pull the money right out, like an automatic deposit thing. You don't even have to know about it, people.
You can lose hundreds of dollars just driving to work.
Who cares? You don't even have to go to work. Just send your car out now. They'll know where it is and ticket it and do it. Why bother? It's getting quite frightening.
It really is scary.
And this is just now. Wait another few years.
Yeah.
When technology gets better and the prices of things get cheaper, everyone has it. Everyone will have cameras.
Very interesting, Anthony. Yeah. It is 2 for Tuesday. On the way, we got some Van Halen and Eric Clapton next. It scares me. We're getting too serious today, Anthony.
Well, we'll lighten it up a little. They ought to put an Easy Pass on Tyson. Keep track of this guy.
Man, did the papers have to use that shot of Tyson?
They got him making that squished up face. What's he doing there?
It looks like he just saw a gazelle and he got excited.
Come on.
What? I thought we were just having fun here. So what do you think? You think he deserves to be back in boxing?
Of course he does.
Without a doubt, I think he does.
Bit a guy's ear off. So what? That if anything, he should have been able to fight all along.
Yeah.
It's not like, Mike Tyson, brain surgeon, bit off the assisting nurse's ear and they have a hearing to see whether he can do brain surgery again.
Simple as
He's a boxer. He's a fighter. You want somebody with blood instinct.
Simple as this. He's made so much money for boxing. They flat out owe it to him. They flat out owe it to the guy. They've known what he's all about ever since the first time he stepped into the ring.
Well, like everything else, though, it comes down to what you said, too. Cash. Because if you remember, a couple of months ago, Mike Tyson was getting his Atlantic City boxing license. He was applying for it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he goes, don't want it.
Right.
Next thing you know, he's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Trying to get his Nevada license back again.
Mm-hmm.
You think he didn't get a call from those guys going, don't go to AC, don't go to Atlantic City, come back here, we'll work it all out.
Yeah.
You know why? Because then Atlantic City gets all the money.
And obviously the accountants figured out how much money they've lost in boxing in the last year with Tyson not around.
Right.
And they said, whoa, we got to get him back. It was all about cash all along.
So they parade a few
It wasn't about how crazy he was. They don't care about how crazy he was. They just have to make it look good for you and I when we're reading these articles in the paper and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
You know, I got to say this. We got to, no, I can't say it.
Why?
Because he's an institution. Muhammad Ali, I was so depressed to see him on TV last night looking like that.
Isn't that a shame?
And they could say it's Parkinson as until they're blue in the face. That guy just took too many blows in the ring.
Too much rope-a-dope.
But it's just so sad to see him like that. With his wife reading statements. His wife sounds like a guy. Did anyone else notice that?
On behalf of Muhammad Ali, my husband, I want to say I believe Mike Tyson should fart.
Yeah, I mean, check her package. She might have a penis. She might be sporting a penis. Muhammad doesn't know the difference. Someone help him out and make sure she doesn't have a penis.
Float like a cinder block and sting like Rocky Road ice cream. What? Man. Hello?
Must say, though, the best moment in sports history, this could be debated for years.
What?
Especially if you listen to the fan, they could do like a month on this. But the time that Muhammad lit the torch for the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
Goosebumps like you wouldn't believe.
Touching.
Very touching. But
look at his picture in the Daily News. He's looking over like I don't know what.
It's horrible.
Like a puppy in front of a kibble.
Yeah, it's absolutely horrible. It's really sad. If Tyson, needs a reason to get out of boxing, he should have just looked to his right, But
Magic Johnson got up and spoken on his behalf, too.
Magic needs another job.
He was still the greatest world. I believe.
Speaking in front of a committee, and he still can't talk. Worse than the monologues on his old TV show.
All right, let's move on. We got some Cheap Trick on the way. And the Wallflowers. Stay there. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. The Wallflowers, 6th Avenue, Heartache, and The Difference before that. It's 2 for Tuesday with Opie and Anthony.
I finally figured out what I have a problem with John Glenn going back into space. Real quick, because I just had it popped up on the webpage.
Yeah.
It's just his head sticking out of that spacesuit. Is like when you put an old person's head like on a muscle guy body.
Yeah.
Because all the astronauts look exactly the same in the spacesuit because the spacesuit's the same.
Sure.
And when you have the young head sticking out of the top, it looks right.
Yeah.
But then when you pan up and you see the spacesuit and then it's just, I swear to God, he looks like the turtle from the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
I'm gonna beat the rabbit.
Because he's got that big shell-like suit on.
Yeah.
With the old withered head sticking out and the wrinkly neck.
Yeah.
I'm going into space and I'm gonna beat the rabbit.
Doesn't he?
Walter Cronkite is ticked off at John Glenn because he wanted to be the oldest man in space.
Walter Cronkite?
Walter, come on. Stick with your yachts, okay? I don't think you belong in space on a shuttle.
Yeah, well, John Glenn's going up, the 29th.
Yeah.
You all wish him well.
Want to talk to a lady that doesn't like us?
Yeah, why not?
Bam.
Hello?
Yeah.
You still there?
I'm still there.
We got you on the air live.
Hi.
Did you like our little John Glenn break? Did that make you laugh?
Not really.
She doesn't like us at all?
No, we're trying so hard. She says that you tune us in every day, though, right?
You're kind of my first preset. I happen to like your taste in music. I just hate your taste in chat.
Okay.
Oh.
So this is what she does, and we don't mind putting these people on the air. She starts with us every day on the way home. 9 out of 10 times she changes the station.
Wow, you're really trying, aren't you?
So 9 out of 10 you changed the station, right?
Yep.
What was the one time that you actually stuck with us for a while?
This afternoon, coming home.
Why?
Because you didn't offend me.
Oh, okay.
I didn't offend you.
No.
With the Easy Pass thing, and Opie didn't offend you with what, his bootlegging?
Well, Opie's grammar is something, leaves a lot to be desired.
I know.
Wow.
It is horrible. Actually, the boss is working on that.
Tell him to work harder and faster.
She's bashing you, Opie.
That's okay.
Opie, I have a 15-year-old that thinks you walk on water. When he comes home and tells me that he got teached today, I'm going to have to knock him out.
I know. All right. Taught is the word, kids. I'm sorry. That was bad, wasn't it?
You want to do me a favor?
Yeah.
You want to wish him a happy birthday, an early happy birthday? His birthday's on Halloween.
Will you promise to, listen to us?
It's on in the other room, and I just woke him up from a nap, and he's listening right now.
All right, what's his name?
Jeremy.
All right, Jeremy, your mom rocks. We love her. Happy birthday, Jeremy. How was my grammar there?
That was pretty good.
It was?
Yeah, except that rocks isn't
I know.
isn't a verb.
Hey, what do you find funny? Like, what makes you laugh?
I'm into wordplay. What makes me laugh? I don't know. Maybe I have a warped sense of humor. But, discussing other people's sexual problems, that I don't find that funny.
All right, then we'll discuss yours.
I don't find those funny either.
No?
No.
Well, we're just trying to make people laugh on the way home.
I understand that. I mean,
honestly, I'll tell everyone out there, don't take us serious.
I hear you, and I understand that a lot of times you do it just for the argumentative state.
Well,
no, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
I think that people just don't want to, forgot how to laugh.
I think that they're finding it harder and harder to find things funny, and that what they're finding funny truly isn't funny. It's sad.
Well, know why? Because society has told everyone, that it's not funny to make fun of other groups or situations or the president or the mayor. Why not? Why? I mean, we should all lighten up and laugh at ourselves a little bit.
Of course we should. I don't disagree with you, and I'll be the first one to laugh at myself. But to poke fun at people is hurtful.
But
that's not funny.
That's the way comedy's been for years. If you look at Lenny Bruce, back in the 60s and the 50s, that was all taboo stuff that seems really commonplace, and it seems like nothing today.
Yeah, and actually, I think in general, comedy hurts. I think every time you make someone laugh, it hits a sensitive spot with someone else.
And it gives them a release in order to allow it out so that they don't have a problem with it. I hear you.
Well, and that's why me and Anthony always stress that we don't focus on one group for too long. You know what I mean? We'll move on, and we'll try to pick on everyone.
I don't know. There was about 3 or 4 or 5 weeks there of Bill and Monica, and that was...
That was a nightmare, I know. Trust me.
Yeah, I know.
You know what's sad? Jay Leno is still doing... President Clinton jokes on his show every night. So
that's another reason I wouldn't watch him.
There you go. Well, we do respect your opinion, and I'm working on my grammar, so... Well,
like I said, the only reason that it truly bothers me is I work in private industry, and if you go out and try and get a job, and you go to an interview, and you use the word teached,
I know.
You're never going to get that job. And there are kids who listen to you. And if you lower the standards and make that acceptable, guess what?
Thank God they're listening to Puff.
Killing the rest of us.
But thank God they're listening to Puff Daddy also. So they can blame it on that.
At least we're not talking about our flip mode squad.
Pardon me?
Exactly.
I must really be out of it.
Flip mode squad.
Big ups to my peeps.
I feel like I'm talking to my mom.
You probably are, and you don't realize it. Guys, have a good night and stay safe.
And
thank you.
Please listen to us for the rest of the week.
I'll try.
Okay. And if anything, if any of this, you find funny this week, please give us a call and let us know. I'm just curious to see what you laugh at this week.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, have a good night, guys.
We'll check back with you.
Bye.
Thank you. My grammar does suck.
Well, that was nice.
Oh, it was, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we didn't rip her apart or anything.
We don't need to rip every person apart that, disagrees with us.
Well, that's what I mean.
But every once in a while, it's just fun to rip someone a new a-hole.
And she handled it nicely.
Very good.
It wasn't one of those situations where we had to lay into somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll save that for the next stuff.
We don't like pulling that out.
No.
We don't like taking the muzzles off sometimes and drawing blood, but damn it, if we have to.
We will.
Yeah.
All right, Cheap Trick next. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. Cheap Trick, Dream Police, and I Want You to Want Me. That was a song you had to be listening for the REM tickets. And Mary Beth O'Rourke was paying attention, and she's got a pair of tickets. Congratulations, Mary Beth. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
Our listeners, you guys are the best, by the way. You truly are. I know half of you really don't like us and wish we would go away, but the other half really get what we're about, and it's refreshing.
Now, what's that fax you got there, Ope?
It's to me.
Yeah?
Better English. It's a book that...
Someone sent you the cover of a book.
The Better English book. Teach yourself to speak and write correctly. For greater self-confidence and effectiveness in your work and among people.
Well, there you go, Ope.
Includes a painless study of grammar, a sensible guide to correct pronunciation, a handy list of spelling rules and memory aids, and over 50 quizzes and achievement tests as well. Thank you.
You're going to have to pick that up.
And in my hand, I hold the facts of the day. See, we just had a lady on the air. She must have been... She has a 15-year-old son, so she's got to be 40, right?
Could be 30.
Yeah, maybe late 30s,
early regions 40s. Of the country.
Anyway, she doesn't like us. And we discussed it with her, right?
Of course we did.
And we respected the fact that, she doesn't like us.
She even told you your grammar was atrocious.
Yes, she did.
She was quite fearful that her 15-year-old son would pick up some of your habits.
And she was scared that we were going to attack her like rabid dogs.
Well, there have been some callers that have called in and gotten the wrath of Opie and Anthony.
All right. With that said, here's the facts of the day. Thank you for not ripping that last woman apart and not telling her she's a hideous, ugly, alcoholic loser whose husband probably left her years ago and she needs to take her Prozac and shave her face. It was really refreshing. Thank you. We're getting kind of a bad rap that we attack women on our show.
My goodness.
And we love women here on the Opie and Anthony show. Matter of fact, tomorrow I do believe we're going to discuss fried green tomatoes. And Emma.
And the bridges of Madison County.
And we're going to discuss Oprah Winfrey's latest movie. I think everyone should go out and see it.
That thing came in like fifth place in the weekly box office draws.
Yes, but it's getting great reviews.
Yeah, but it's... by who? Oprah's going to get an Oscar, and this is great. And...
Well, I was watching a little piece on that last night.
Were you?
You know that Danny Glover told Oprah that he doesn't, do stage kisses, that he does the real thing?
Oh.
Now, if you're Danny Glover, why would you say that to Oprah?
Yeah, baby.
I would say that to someone like Janet Jackson, but not Oprah.
Mm-hmm. Won't you come here, baby?
I don't fake these kisses. It's got to be real. Oh, my.
So he, I guess in some part of the movie actually slips of the tongue?
Yes, that's what I'm getting at, Anthony.
How about that?
Oof, just a thought.
I don't know. I don't know anybody that saw the movie.
No.
Do you?
I don't know any guys that have seen the movie.
Matt Devoti, did you see the new Oprah Winfrey movie?
Whose movie?
I guess
what? Okay.
See? I don't know anyone that even saw it. That's probably why he came in fifth.
That was great radio, man. Thanks for the help. Okay.
Well, look, he's giving you a bad eye now.
What the hell did I do?
Hey, man, I took a lot of abuse today. I got to start dishing it out. All right, so the Oprah movie is great, and everyone should go see it.
Everyone should go see it, yeah.
All right, we should get out of here. We had our fun for today.
Is that it? Wow, look at the time.
Yeah, we decided to do a show the last hour today. Oops, little slow start today. Sorry if anyone noticed. Okay. Don't forget, NEW presents a world premiere Bruce Springsteen box set listening party. This is really cool. Here cuts from the new Springsteen box set, tracks before it goes on sale November 10th. That's going to happen next week at the Hard Rock Cafe on the 27th, which is, a week from today. What you got to do is keep listening to NEW for all the details on that, okay?
All right.
And with that, we move on.
Hasta mañana.